I've been working with a shotgun all the live long day. Cookie. No, you can't eat that cookie. Who in the flying hell are you? I'm you from the future, and if you eat that cookie, the whole world's gonna be destroyed. It's a long story, but it involves a tube of toothpaste, a Pink Floyd vinyl, and an army of hamsters the size of your couch. Jesus, that sounds just ridiculous enough to be threatening. Thanks for saving my ass, me. I'll just go do something else. No problem. No problem at all. Don't ever touch my cookies.
X-Men: Days of Future Past.
X-Men Days of Future Past is the story of the not-too-distant future. Sentinels have become a powerful threat, decimating nearly all of mutant kind and a good chunk of human civilization in the process. Wanting to stop this from coming to pass, the X-Men send Wolverine back in time to stop the events that led up to the Sentinel program and save their future. Now, when I first heard the story of this movie, I was really upset we were getting another Wolverine movie. I understand that he is the most popular, mostly because he's played by the incredibly talented and incredibly handsome Hugh Jackman. However, I would appreciate it if we got an X-Men movie about the other X-Men. And I gotta say, that's exactly what we got. While Wolverine may be the character the audience follows, the actual story is about Professor X, Magneto, Mystique, and Bolivar Trask. Wolverine is more of the catalyst for these character arcs, which I feel is a really needed, refreshing look at not only these characters, but character arcs in general. The plot is actually really unique in the sense that there's nothing really in common between this movie and the other X-Men films, except for, well, obviously the characters are the same, but I'm talking about plot points. There's nothing in the plot that's the same, but it still feels like the same universe. At moments it feels like there's genuine stakes too, which is remarkable for the comic book movie subgenre. I mean, it is a comic book movie, so you know what the ending will be, but there are moments where you have absolutely no idea how it will get there. And that, my friends, is how you tell this story. You don't need a surprise or twist ending, just give me tense conflict and some good characters. Speaking of characters, James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender prove why they're chosen to play the younger versions of acting titans Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen. If you were to show me their performances and tell me they'd grow up to be two of the most phenomenal actors in the world, I wouldn't just believe you, I'd tell you that they're already there. Jennifer Lawrence also delivers a powerful, emotionally and morally complex performance as Mystique, managing to capture the spirit of Rebecca Romijn's performance while still reminding you why she's one of the youngest women to ever win the Academy Award for Best Actress. There's also the addition of some new mutants, most of which are used primarily for fun action scenes. The standout among them is Evan Peters as Quicksilver, who brings to life a character so fun that Joss Whedon is going to have one hell of a time trying to make his interpretation just as strong. The effects and the action in this film are some of the best you'll find in any blockbuster this year, rivaled only by, in my opinion, Captain America the Winter Soldier. While the effects can speak for themselves, the action uses the mutants' powers in some of the most creative ways I've ever seen. Last month when The Winter Soldier came out, I said that it was my favorite superhero film, and you know what? It's not really fair to have that title challenged twice within the span of 2 months. While I will have to let time decide which of these two sticks with me more, it is needless to say that my new favorite comic book movie was released in 2014. In other words, X-Men Days of Future Past gets a 10 out of 10, if you couldn't already tell. It doesn't mean that it's absolutely flawless, but if you dislike this movie, you're a bad person who shouldn't be watching movies. Now, if you will excuse me,
Hey, past me. I know it's you, kid. Get back here. I'm gonna give you such a wedgie.
Thanks for watching this episode of Keeping Current with King. Why not leave me a comment below telling me how awesome Days of Future Past was? We can have a little party down there, and I'll bring the beer. Please share this video with anyone and everyone you know. I'm really desperate for attention now, and I'm not too proud to beg. I'll see you guys next time.